Hey guys, what's good, everybody? You know who it is. She back. Hell, um, welcome back to another video, by me. If you are new, this is what like YouTubers say. I really don't know what to say, but normally they say if you're new, I think you're gonna subscribe, and then if you're not, welcome back, something like that. But anyways. All right. Okay. So, I'm just going to hop in straight into the video because I've got a lot to say today. So today what I'm going to talk about is the beginning stages, the beginning steps, what you need to do and what you need, like, all the information that you need in terms of starting with this process or this progress or whatever the case is. I'm still learning how to look in the camera, so please forgive me on that. Great. So, basically being an au pair, right? I bet you guys know. You guys Googled. I ain't gonna explain it again. There's a lot of girls who got YouTube. Go check on their channel. But it's a great program to actually do or take or experience. It's a great program. It's a great program to experience if you wanna, like, it's a great experience to, it's a great program to experience. Normally after like your matric year, if you want a gap year, if you don't know what you want to do in life, if you are 22 or 24 and you're done with whatever degree that you were doing and you don't know which step to take, this could be the program for you. In my case, I decided to take a gap year, or rather gap years, and try this new experience out. And I must say that this is probably one of the best experiences and the best choice that I possibly could have made, because I did not know what I wanted to study right after high school. And I thought that there was I thought that this was I thought that this was great. So yes, so I actually started planning everything when I was in grade 10, because I knew from grade 10 that I wanted to do this. I knew it. These people come to your school, they talk to you about the program, and it's probably like a different company that comes to your school, but I ended up choosing another company because there's a lot of companies to choose from. So don't feel obligated to choose the company that comes to your school, because there are a lot of companies, and probably way better than the company that actually comes to your school. But yes, grade 10, I knew this and I started planning. So obviously you need to be 18 years old, and by that time I was 16 years old. So I'm gonna gather all my papers. That's why I was able to leave 2 days, literally 2 days after my matric results came out. I hopped in a plane and I was on my way to the USA. So it's a long process to prepare for this au pair experience. So it's better to be prepared, and especially if you want to like know where about you want your departure to be, when it's what my English is really deteriorating these days. I'm gonna rephrase that. Yeah, moving on. So yeah, the company that I chose was Au Pair in America, because I was initially gonna go with cultural care, but they were too slow for me, because in grade 10 I was nearest to you and how they operate. I lived in the Vaal in Vereeniging, so I went to but I only went in my matric year. But basically what I'm just trying to say is, if you wanna leave next year, January 2020, then you should start gathering your stuff right now, because if you don't have a license, that's also another thing. You have to get your learners. So that's why I also started in grade 10, to plan for my stuff, because I started planning for my learners, and then at least have a year driving, you know, as a learner, and then I could get my license in my grade 12, in my in my final year of high school. Sorry guys, I am really messing it up today. But yes, so those are the kind of logistics that I kind of sorted out, and I thought through beforehand, and which really worked in my favor, because a lot of families also want you to have experience driving, especially if you're young. Like, I am young. Most people know how old I am. I will not disclose that information. But obviously you can make the connection. Like, I'm 20 years old, so period. But anyways, a lot of families want you to have experience, because you are gonna drive their kids around. So they don't want you to just get your license and then come to the US. Like, you need to know how to drive, and I knew how to drive, and those are the kind of logistics that you need to think beforehand, you know? But anyways, yes, things that really take long is your driver's license and your police clearance. Police clearance is 6 weeks. Depending on, like, especially in South Africa, depending on where you are, it might take 2 months, 3 months, you never know. So and if you don't have a passport too, then you need to figure the logistics out, you know? That's what I'm just trying to say. Figure the logistics out, because you never know how long something, like, the worst thing that could possibly happen is your application not going through because something is taking long. And in my experience, everything worked out pretty well. So, yay. That's why I want to also share. That's why it's really important for me to share this, because I want girls to know what steps to take, you know? You get? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? All right. So, cool. The next process is basically all your application's gonna go through. Application's gonna go through, and then they're gonna, like, interview you, whatever. Okay, pass through that matching process. Now, the matching process is the process where you are going to be looking for a family. This eyelash is really falling apart, guys. Like, I don't know. Like, previous video, it was my wig. Now my hair is secured, honey. Now I got everything good. But now today is my eyelash. I ain't gonna change it. It's like the realness of my channel. I'm not gonna be perfect. I'm not perfect. There are gonna be some mishaps. Yeah. But anyways, the matching process, right? So, matching process is really, for me, it is the most important, very, very important process, because that is the time where you're going to select the family that you're going to live with for a year, you know? And they need to understand who you are, what you like, what you don't like. They need to understand, you know, you guys need to match, and it needs to be a perfect match, in my opinion, because you cannot live with people that frustrate you or people that annoy you. It's the most important process. Some girls just pick just to get to the US, which, okay, you can do that. Do you, boo? Ain't nobody gonna, do you till the day you die. But then, once you get here, okay, you notice, not the right family for me, then you're gonna go into rematch. Now, if you go into rematch, there is a possibility of you going back home. So imagine coming to the US, 2 months later, you going back home. It don't add up. It don't make no sense. No. So that is why I want to tell you that this process is very important, and probably the agency will tell you that too. But you be like trying to outsmart the agency, whatever they have to say, just to get your ass here in America. Oops, sorry. Just to get yourself here in America. So, yeah. So for me, it was really important to find a family that understood who I am and where I come from and how I was raised, because obviously I'm 18. It's my first time leaving home. It's my first time being away from home for such a long period of time. So I need this certain family that I'm going to pick to understand that I am still a child, but I'm still able to take care of your kids, etc. Like, I'm still a child, but I'm also an adult, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to get there and you guys are treating me like a child. And I will get into detail once we get to that topic of once you get in the US with your family. But for me, it's really important. I think in that time though, I was desperate to just find a family, because my application went through November, and I wanted to leave in January. So it's like I have November, December, January, and there's still quite a few paperwork and stuff that needs to be done before you actually head out to your family. So it's like I wanted my process to be quick, fast, you know? So the matching process for me was pretty stressful, because during November it's exam time in South Africa. So it's really stressful, because now I'm like, I need to find a family. I need to find a good family at least. But I need to find a family so I can get my ass out of here, you know? But at the same time, it's like, take your time to, because they will tell you that it could like, it will take probably 3 months. It could take you 6 months. It could take you a year finding the right family. And I didn't want to wait that long and just sit around home waiting for like a family. No. So I will say, and I will admit it, that in my matching process, I was really in a rush to find a family. And yes, I am going to talk about my host family, my previous amazing host family. I will not disclose a lot, because I don't want to, you know, I will say what's necessary to say, but not too much. Maybe I should not say that. Okay, whatever. So yes, the matching process is pretty important. Importante. Dis baie belangrik, julle. Baie belangrik. So I'm trying to think. Yes, guys, we've reached the end of the video. Please comment, subscribe, like if you want. Remember, you got a choice if you want, okay? Yes, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day, whatever it is in the world. Ciao.